then I got enamored with, hey, what would this look like if I was on the other side of the wall actually doing the selling? Became a salesperson, then a sales leader, and ultimately as chief revenue officer. And I've been at this now for about 30 years. So my principles about the 5 things that I look for, if you will, in hiring are a lot of lessons learned over the years about what makes good salespeople and makes good talent, bringing them into the company. And so there's 5 things that I live and die by in terms of the hiring process. And while some of them might sound a little, cliche-ish, I'll try to get into some detail why that's important. First and foremost, number one for me is integrity. I want to hire men and women of integrity. I want people to be able to do what they say they're going to do. I want them to be truth tellers in everything they do. I know for me personally, I aspire to be a truth teller, both personally and professionally, in everything I do. And frankly, it's a real differentiator, sadly, in sales, to have people that actually tell you what the product does and don't lie or mislead customers just to get a sale. And so it starts there. How do I detect that? I can tell that by really looking at your resume, looking at your background, looking at your LinkedIn profile, asking you some questions during the interview process. So it starts there. The second one's probably not much of a surprise. It's intellect. I don't expect people to come in and know everything about the product or platform that they're going to be working with me to sell, but I do expect them to be intellectually curious and wanting to learn new technologies and so forth. And so I often ask them, what's your learning style? Is it by memorization or is it by application? I tend to lean toward people that are more hands-on in application, particularly in a high-tech world. Integrity coupled with that intellect together really gives us a huge competitive advantage. The third thing I look for are people that have a really strong work ethic. And what do I mean by that? They're self-starters. They may have owned their own business at one time or done something, early in their career that was more entrepreneurish, but basically they don't need to be told what to do. I'm not a micromanager. They get up every day. They know what they need to do. They know that sales is a numbers game. They're going to focus on the things that are important. Number 4 for me is going to be people that aspire to care about other people and not just make it about themselves. For me, it's about servant leadership. I'm not going to ask my team to do something that I wouldn't roll my sleeves up and help them do. I've been known to work nights and weekends helping to pull together that right sales presentation or that right proposal. And I really want people to be able to lead by example in the organization, no matter what role they are. And finally, I want them really to be team players. I don't often hire that one-hit wonder, that guy that says I and me all the time, that's really pounding their chest and just, elevating themselves. I look for people that want to see everyone on the team be successful. And they're often recognizing the other talent that helped them get that sale or help them get that win, because it does take an army in the organization for us to be successful. So those are the 5 attributes